Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. We have our sister Shivani with us. Welcome, ma'am.
Om Shanti.
Our topic is, as usual, soul connections. I had a question in my last episode. See, we did not get this knowledge earlier. Whatever people who are watching your episodes and our episodes, they can learn and benefit. But for those people who haven't, they must have made mistakes with the children. So what do they do now? Just one question and then we carry on.
One thing is now it depends on what age the children are in.
Mm-hmm.
I meet a lot of parents whose children are now 15, 20 or maybe
30.
Elder than that, and now the parents that they introspect, they feel that there were certain things they could have done in a little different way.
Mm-hmm.
And they also realize that their relationship with the children is not what could have been or what should have been. And so the important question is, like what you said, what can we do now? So important is, it's a karmic account between I, the soul, and the soul.
Okay.
And we've seen that every karmic account has been working according to a certain energy pattern. So let's say I as a parent have been critical towards my child. And it's happened like that for many, many years. That I have been criticizing, even though the child was doing well or trying, making effort, I was critical. And because of that, there is a slight gap between the child and me.
Relationship gap.
Yeah. It's also because of that the child has a slightly low self-esteem. It's also because of that the child is self-critical now. Because, the child always learnt criticism.
From the parents,
yeah. So now that I understand and I start working on it, it will have to be done that there is this energy exchange that I was criticizing and here there was pain. Now this groove is deep. So now I want to break it. One, it will not happen like this, definitely. Sometimes we expect miracles that, okay, now I've stopped criticizing, so now they should be okay. No, it's a personality that was developed over a long period of time. But yes, now I change my quality of energy that I send out. So one is I stop criticizing and I start appreciating instead. So I've changed the quality of energy that I'm sending out to the child. But the child has been self-critical for a very long time. So the appreciation will not start having an effect immediately. It will take some time. But now I have to continue. Understanding that one is because of the past, but second, more important is, okay, the past is past, now I give a different quality of energy. Sometimes it is also possible that I might not be able to correct what has happened in the past. I may not ever be able to correct what has happened in the past, but at least I do not keep on creating
more negative
energy. More of it, because finally it's a karmic account between two souls. So I stop creating that, and now it's very important is the child who's 15, 20 years or above. If the child starts slightly working on themselves, of meditating, introspecting, writing down, being with themselves, understanding their thoughts, writing their thoughts, introspecting, analyzing, changing their thought pattern. And a very, very important thought that a child has to create is, my parents were not wrong. This is a deep belief.
The parents also can introduce the child to this kind of a thing like meditation and slightly make him understand that he has to also work on himself.
Yes, but again, parents cannot. Yes, but parents can't forcefully try and get their children towards meditation till they're doing it themselves.
They do it?
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
No, it's not of course.
Of course they have to do it.
No, they don't. There are a lot of parents who come to us and they say, can we send our children for a meditation retreat? The children today are like this and the teachers have recommended meditation. So please can you teach our children meditation?
First, you should say that first you treat yourself, then retreat them.
You know what they'll say? You tell them, why don't you learn meditation? This is sister, we don't have time.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. So that's not possible. Meditation is an energy finally which is there in the house, but it has to begin from the parents.
Yeah.
But it's very, very important for the child to not hold anything against their parents. I've seen a big number of children who are holding something against their parents.
Most of them.
Most of them. Now till they are holding, the healing will not begin. Even if they're working on themselves.
Okay.
Even if they're meditating. Even
that
if
comes in that forgiveness chapter of yours.
Yeah, no, important, but it's very easy to forgive in this case when you understand that my parent could have made the biggest mistake, but the intention was always good for me. A parent can never ever have a wrong intention for a child. And this is what a child always needs to be very clear. They could have criticized, they could have shouted, they could have done whatever, but my parents' intention was always good for me. So my parents never did anything wrong. I have to clear that blockage. Then healing is very easy. But till I keep holding, my parents shouldn't have done this. My parents are responsible because of which I am like this today. It's because of them that I'm in this profession. It's because of them. Then the energy is
Because of them
negative.
I'm married here.
Yeah. So then it's a blame game.
Because of them I'm divorced today.
Yeah. A lot.
Because of them everything, you know.
Lots.
That's so difficult.
When we talk of relationships and we talk of trust in a relationship, then this relationship cannot work. And for no relationship, but here definitely, you can blindly trust your parents. Blindly, because no parent can think wrong for a child.
Is that a must?
I think so. No parent can think wrong for a child. They can make mistakes. They can make mistakes.
But we see parents being partial to children.
Actually, again, they're not being partial. You know, this is another thing that we haven't discussed is when in homes there is this discussion about who do you like more?
I asked the kid yesterday, Mama loves you more or the other chap? He said, Mama loves me. He said, Mama loves me.
Yeah.
And Mama said, Mama loves both of them.
It's two ways that it goes on in most of the houses. Either the parents are asking, you know, the parents are being asked, which child do you like more? Or the child is being asked, who do you love more, your mom or your dad? This is not a top, you know, this is not to be
Healthy,
there as a conversation.
Fine, but
Yeah.
you cannot deny the fact that it is a fact. People, they are favorites.
Now, if we just understand this, on a spiritual perspective, it is a relationship with a soul and a soul with a past karmic account.
That I understand.
No,
sister.
it's very important. It's very, very important. When I look at a relationship like this, only in its present scene, then I say parent-child. And then I have an image of what a parent-child relationship has to be. But when I understand it's a relationship between a soul and a soul,
It's broad.
and a soul and a soul who've had relationships before,
Okay.
who've had interactions before.
You're talking about the past life.
Yeah, any soul who's born to my house as my child today, that means it's a very close interaction. It's definitely going to be a soul with whom I've had a past interaction.
Maybe.
Almost every time.
Okay.
Almost every time.
Okay.
And then it's that past interaction which is also carrying forward here. So even if you say that in one house there are 3 or 4, 5 children, and I'm one parent, one soul with 5 souls, connections with 5 souls, right? Now in this birth, the relationship with all 5 is the same. Parent-child, parent-child, parent-child. So we say it should be the same for all 5. But just some years back, when I, the parent, the soul, was in another costume, and these 5 souls were in different costumes and in different births I, the soul, and each one of those 5 souls had had a different energy exchange.
Costumes here means different bodies, yeah,
Different
earlier.
bodies.
Okay.
And a lot now, my energy exchange with that soul, a lot depends on what my past energy exchange was.
So then I was not wrong by saying that parents do not love each and every child the same.
It's not that they do not love, the intention is always very pure. But yes, the energy, yes, it does vibrate at a frequency which has carried forward from the previous birth. Yes, it has. But it's not very healthy for a parent or for a child to look at it like that, because then you tend to look at it in a negative perspective. You have to understand it and then take it in a right perspective, that yes, I
It's
have
so easy
had.
to take in the right perspective when it's your father and mother.
Yeah.
It's the easiest
It's
amongst
the
all the
easiest.
relationships.
It's the
to
easiest.
forget, to forgive, come back. After all, father and mother.
Not only that, we understand that, like, suppose there are 2 children, 2 brothers, and one brother feels that the other brother, the elder brother, is always getting more acceptance, more respect, more love, and I'm rejected. I'm neglected. Now, either I go into depression because of that, keep feeling low, keep on being in pain, keep on trying to win over their acceptance, but that's because I'm looking at them, how they should behave, how the parent should be to me.
So what should I do?
But
Look at
if-
myself
Yeah. If
and how I behave,
yeah.
what I do,
If I,
what
the
kind of
child-
energy I am giving them.
Yes. After all, it's only an energy between a soul and a soul.
But
So if the child today,
I the child, I'm always watching my father being partial there,
Yeah.
my mother giving a little more to that person and me. So when can how will I go inside myself?
not at a very young age, it's not possible, but let's say you are 15, 20 or something above that and are open to listening and understanding this perspective, then let's understand that it's a respect between a soul and a soul. So don't wait. Don't wait that it has to always flow from the parent to the child. There is some deep karmic account because of which that energy is not flowing. Even if you feel it's not, then maybe it's not flowing. So let's change our perspective from what am I getting from them to what am I giving them.
How long do I give?
Energy. We started our series with relationships is about giving, not
Yes, but
taking.
how long do I give to my parents still? And when will they understand?
It's not about their understanding.
I feel as a victim, as a child, I'm speaking to you.
If I keep on feeling as a victim, then I'm only creating pain and sending them more pain. Already, the karmic account is of pain. It's always about breaking the quality of the karmic exchange.
No, I am a victim, right? Now what do I do?
You're not a victim, you feel you're a victim.
Okay, what do I do?
So if you're the victim and you feel I am the one, the parent, okay, and I'm giving rejection.
I feel, yes.
Yes, you feel. And let's say it's true, okay? So I'm rejecting, I'm giving acceptance there and
To
not
the other
here.
brothers and
Yeah.
sisters.
And you are creating pain. Now, we 2 souls have had a past karmic account which was definitely there was something in it.
Sure.
So now when we come here again as parent and child, again the quality of exchange is not positive.
Yeah.
Even though the relationship is so beautiful, it's parent and child. Even then, the energy exchange is slightly negative. So I, the parent, the soul, unaware, continue to send negative. And you, the soul, the child, continue to create pain and therefore send negative. So we are continuing our karmic account of a negative energy exchange. Now it's only about one of us
Has to cut the pattern.
break the cycle, and it's not necessary. It always has to be the parent.
One of them has to do.
One of the
Otherwise
two
it will
souls.
continue till it ends.
It will
Till
continue.
it cuts in some other
So
birth.
whenever it has to be cut, one of them has to decide to
Why
cut
not
it.
now?
It will never cut on its own.
Why not now?
Even if we keep meeting birth after birth after birth, the energy exchange quality will remain the same unless one of the 2 souls.
Decides why not now?
Why not
and
now?
finish it off.
So why not now? Why not today? Let's stop feeling victim
and
and change. Not look at what they are giving me. Just focus on what do I have to give.
Okay, if I go on thinking that, okay, I must have done something to him.
No, it's not about that.
In past life,
No.
and today he's giving back, okay, I'll accept it. Then again, my self-esteem goes down.
No. Forget the past. The past is only to understand it once and full stop, not living in the past.
Understand what? That there is a karmic account.
Understand that my parent is probably sending this energy to me because of a past karmic connection. Full stop.
Full stop.
Because otherwise,
No
why
guilt.
we need that full stop is, otherwise the questions go on in the mind, why is my parent like this?
What
Am
did
I
I do?
bad? Am I bad?
I
Do
should
I
have
not
done what I
deserve?
did in my past
The
life.
past, no. They will only be thinking about the present because they're not thinking about the past. So it's like, am I bad? Do I not deserve it? Have I done something because of which they don't like me? So then it's again a feeling of guilt which will deplete my power.
Why was I born in this family?
Yeah, could be. Or I want to leave and just go away. I don't deserve the love of my parents. You know, then it's only self-abuse, self-infliction of
Self-pity.
pain. Yeah, lot of pain. So knowledge about the past is good to put a full stop to all these questions, so that once the questions are answered, now it's a proactive response.
Correct.
Okay, there was a past energy exchange, and that's why we two souls have this energy exchange. Full stop. I know the reason. So the reason is not because I am bad. The reason is not because they are bad. The reason is just that it's a carry forward
It is.
of an account. Full stop. Now what?
Now what?
So now one of us has to choose that we are not going to be asking and taking, but we are going to be giving. That's
yeah,
where
but the
we started
child, as a child, I'll think, he is such an old person, senior to me. Why
Again,
can't the father
again.
do? Again, you go to another
Again.
cycle. The chances of going there also.
No, but again, like the parent was supposed to understand that the child is not small, the body is small. The
Okay.
child also has to understand
That's his soul.
that the parent is not old.
The
It's
body
the
is old.
body is old.
And that soul to soul,
It's soul to
I have
soul.
to have the soul connection now.
And I'm not young when I understand that I'm a soul. Both are equal, and each of us has the potential to create that magic. But when we look at only the labels, then we say the parent has to do this, the child has to do this, and we keep waiting.
After all, you are the father, you are the mother.
You should
Elders have
understand.
to do this.
Yeah.
A child has to bow down, all that, you know.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, you were saying what now does,
So the
one of them
child-
has to?
So the child, let's look at it from a child's
So
perspective.
now I, as a child, now I want to break the ice and
Yeah, so now one, stop the victim feeling,
Hmm.
not blame the parents, not feel that there's any bias between me and the brother.
But that is still in my mind. It is
No.
there because I saw it for all last 20 years.
Now my focus is only going to be this connection and
Okay.
what I can do to change the quality of energy in this connection. It's this link. This link actually has no connection with this link. You know, we think this link is stronger, that's why this link is weaker. No.
This link means my
My
you're talking
parent and
about
the sibling, yeah.
Sibling.
There are 3 karmic accounts active here in this relationship. The parent soul,
The child soul
the child soul,
and my
the
brother
brother soul.
or my sister.
Yeah, the sibling. Okay. So 3 souls, 3 karmic accounts. The parent and this child, the parent and the other child, and the siblings.
Okay.
Each is a different karmic account actually. They're not interconnected. So there is never any point trying to compare, but how come the relationship between this and this person is nice? Why is it not nice with me? If it
See.
can be good with them, then why not good with me?
So if they're not interconnected, why will my brother or sister be the cause of my pain?
The brother and the sister is not the cause of your pain.
I am the cause of my pain?
My past karmic account and my quality of energy that I'm creating now
Okay.
is the cause of my pain. Today when I decide to change, my cause of the pain is over and the pain is over.
So first point is over, that he is not
No
the cause.
question
The
marks.
brother or sister is out.
No one's to blame, not even the parent. The most important thing, just try for a few days let's stop looking at how they behave with me, what they give me, and focus all the attention, what do I have to give them? I, the child, what can I give to my parent? How can I behave with my parent, irrespective of
What
how
they're
they
doing.
behave with me? You know what's happened today is in relationships, our responses to people is dependent on first how they behave with us.
Yeah. It's very, very
Natural.
I will not use the word natural because it's very common.
Yeah, so it's
The way you say hello to me, I say that.
okay. So the way I say hello to you, you will say back. The way I speak to you, you will speak back. The way I treat you in life, you will treat me back. So then what's your actual personality? And then
I-
it's not just with me. Then the way another person says hello, you'll say hello back, and then another third and fourth and fifth.
Everybody else is controlling my personality and they have the remote control to me.
That's what I
or
think.
to my mind.
That's what I think. I think they do.
Then what?
I am choosing to respond to them the same way that they responded to me.
So I have a choice here.
I have a choice. Even if I don't say good morning to you, you can still say good morning. And even if I don't say good morning on 10 days, you can still say good morning. And if I never ever say good morning to you in my life, you can still say good morning.
I've done that.
So that's your choice.
And I've got a fantastic response.
It's not about the response.
I'm
It's
just
not,
informing
no,
you.
but it's not about the response. It's about how you feel it while doing it. If you feel like talking to someone, if you feel like being nice, if you feel like creating love, just try creating it irrespective. Look at the value, your virtue. You know, all of us have values, virtues, qualities, but we've made them conditional. That I will use this with this person so many times, up to this limit.
Yeah, this is what I was about to ask you. If I have to go to my father or mother as a child, then I'll say good morning, or I'll try to break the whole old cycle
Pattern.
or pattern. How many times? If I forget to give it a limit, that will be the best till it finishes.
It has to be unconditional.
I have
Only
to-
then the healing will take place.
I have to heal.
Yes.
I have to cut the cycle. I have to break the pattern.
And most important, I'm doing it for myself. You know, I, the child who's creating this pain of rejection, being unwanted, unloved, when I work on myself, irrespective of how the rest of the family is behaving, if I continue to give, to create the right thoughts for them, I'm healing myself.
Wonderful.
Otherwise, I'm going to carry this pattern.
Brilliant.
And I carry this pattern not only into the next birth, I carry this pattern into my other relationships.
Oh, that's a great point.
The same child now will be like this with his wife,
Okay.
and tomorrow may be like this with his children, and will be like this with his parents.
Staff, family, friends,
Everyone.
everywhere. So this is becoming my personality.
This
a
is my
deep
personality.
sanskar.
Because my sanskar, created in one particular karmic account, but finally is my sanskar. So now I move from this soul connection and move to another soul connection, but I, the soul, am the same. So my patterns go with me into the next connection, and that will be the quality of energy. So it's very important to heal myself. Otherwise, then it's not pain in one relationship, then it carries on in a number of relationships.
In number of relationships.
Yes.
And sister, it was wonderful talking to you on this subject. I still have so many things to ask you. It's never ending, it seems. But now we have to end with this time for meditation.
I, the soul, creator of every relationship. Let me look at that one relationship where I've always felt rejected, where I deserved love, expected acceptance, but always seemed to get pain instead, when others around were getting what I wanted. Let me try and see the same relationship in a different perspective. It's a karmic account between two souls. A carry forward energy exchange of pain. And today, I, the soul, have the awareness that I have the power to change the quality of the energy being exchanged. I do not expect and I do not want. I am now the giver, the sustainer of this relationship. I am a loveful being. I have the power to unconditionally love and accept them. It's my choice. Let me look at myself with them. However they behave, whatever they say, the energy I send to them is my choice. And from today, I choose love and acceptance, not to be received, but to be sent out instead. Let me see myself with them, being the way I am comfortable, doing what I think is right, irrespective of how they behave. And as I do that, I send them vibrations of love and compassion. I heal myself and change the quality of energy being exchanged. The quality of relationship is my choice. And today I begin a new karmic account. Om Shanti.
Even if we have been critical or rejecting our child earlier, it is time to now change the energy we send them and start healing them. Their sanskars of hurt and rejection are deep, but when we change the quality we send, the process of change begins. Children always need to remember their parents were never wrong. They may have made mistakes, but their intention is always pure and the best for the child. Siblings should not compare the relationships the parents have with them. Each one's relationship, and therefore the energy exchange, is a carry forward of a past karmic account and is largely influenced by the quality of exchange earlier. Our behavior with people does not have to be a reflection of their behavior with us. Let us stop carrying forward past energy exchange and let us choose a new quality. For this, our focus has to be on what we can give and not on what we receive. Tomorrow we will discuss how to help someone overcome an addiction. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask or want to know your nearest Rajyoga Meditation Center, call us on 099 99 744 555.